Are hydrogen-powered cars about to make a comeback and save us from range anxiety forever? Well, maybe. With new developments and a growing number of manufacturers jumping into the fray, this could be the breakthrough we've been waiting for. But what's the deal with hydrogen fuel cells anyway? Are they really the silver bullet for all things EV? Let's dive deep into the latest news, explain the tech, and reveal why this underdog contender might have just gained enough traction to become the next big thing in sustainable transportation. Now, before we dive in, I want to point out something interesting. There's a growing number of people who believe that the transition to electric vehicles is a bad idea. They claim that EVs will never completely replace gasoline-powered cars because of the limitations of battery technology. But hold on, let me break it down for you. Those who oppose EVs often cite the drawbacks of current battery technology, such as range anxiety and long charging times. They argue that until batteries can store as much energy as gasoline, EVs will never be truly practical. However, the rise of solid-state batteries has completely changed the game. These innovative batteries are a game changer, promising faster charging times and longer ranges than ever before. One example is the new Toyota bZ3, an electric sedan that boasts an impressive 5,000-mile range thanks to its cutting-edge solid-state battery technology. The fact that it only takes about 30 minutes to charge is an added bonus. It's clear that battery technology is rapidly evolving, and advancements like solid-state batteries are making EVs more practical than ever before. So those who doubt the viability of electric vehicles should think again, because the future is electric. Hydrogen fuel cells, unlike their battery counterparts, use hydrogen gas to generate electricity, producing zero tailpipe emissions and generating only water as a byproduct. Now, this technology isn't new. In fact, fuel cell electric vehicles have been around since the early 1960s. What is new is that several major automakers are announcing plans to produce commercially available hydrogen fuel cell vehicles in the near future. Hyundai, for example, has set an ambitious goal of selling 6,700 copies of its new Nexo SUV annually in Europe. Now, although that's a small number compared to the millions of EVs sold, it signals a significant shift towards cleaner transportation options. Hyundai isn't alone. Toyota, Honda, BMW, and even Volkswagen have all expressed interest in hydrogen fuel cell technology and are investing heavily in research and development. The key advantage of hydrogen fuel cells is their efficiency. Unlike traditional internal combustion engines, which convert only about 17 to 21% of fuel into power, hydrogen fuel cells can achieve efficiencies of up to 60%. Another benefit is the potential for hydrogen to be produced from renewable sources, such as wind and solar power. This could significantly reduce the carbon footprint of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Now, one common concern regarding hydrogen is its storage and infrastructure. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles require a network of hydrogen refueling stations, which are currently limited compared to the widespread availability of gas stations. However, several companies are working to address this challenge. For example, Honda has partnered with fuel cell provider 7 to expand the network of hydrogen fueling stations across Europe. Additionally, some manufacturers are exploring innovative solutions such as integrating hydrogen production into their vehicles. Toyota's Mirai, for instance, can generate hydrogen from the air using a process called onboard reforming. This eliminates the need for external refueling infrastructure, making it easier for consumers to use hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. But there's still a lot of skepticism surrounding hydrogen fuel cells. Many experts argue that the technology is too expensive and complex to be commercially viable. They also point out that hydrogen production from fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases, potentially undermining its environmental benefits. Despite these challenges, the auto industry is moving forward with hydrogen fuel cell technology, seeing potential for a sustainable future. The recent announcement from major manufacturers is a clear indication of the momentum behind this technology. As more companies invest in research and development, we can expect to see improvements in efficiency, cost, and infrastructure. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles may not replace EVs entirely, but they could play a significant role in reducing emissions and creating a cleaner transportation system. Time will tell whether they gain wider acceptance and become a mainstream option for consumers. But one thing is certain, the future of transportation is moving toward electrification, and hydrogen fuel cells are a promising addition to the mix. with governments and automakers setting ambitious goals for reducing emissions and adopting clean energy technologies. Hydrogen fuel cells have emerged as a potential game changer in the quest for a sustainable transportation system. Hydrogen fuel cell technology offers a compelling alternative to conventional internal combustion engines and even battery-powered electric vehicles. While challenges remain, the commitment from these industry giants is a promising sign that hydrogen fuel cells could soon be powering vehicles on our roads. The future of mobility is electric, and hydrogen fuel cells are poised to play a significant role in shaping that future. But wait, there's more. We've got two more intriguing stories that could redefine the very essence of driving in the years to come. First up, imagine cruising through the skies in a flying car. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, right? Well, it might become a reality sooner than you think. Several companies are racing to develop vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, or VTOL for short. These futuristic vehicles could revolutionize transportation by providing a quick, efficient way to navigate congested roads and bypass traffic altogether. Now, you might be wondering how these flying cars work. Well, they're repowered by electric motors and propellers, allowing them to take off and land vertically without the need for a runway. Some designs feature tilt rotors, which can transition from vertical to forward flight. Others use fixed wings and electric VTOLs. Be fully autonomous, meaning you can relax and enjoy the ride while the vehicle takes care of the flying part. Now, safety is always a top concern when it comes to new transportation technologies, but VTOL manufacturers are developing advanced features to ensure passenger safety. These include multiple propellers for redundancy, obstacle avoidance systems, and autonomous emergency landing capabilities. Plus, regulations are being developed to ensure safe integration into airspace. The first commercial VTOL services could launch as early as 2025. It's providing new options for commuters and travelers alike. So buckle up and get ready for the ultimate ride. Next, let's talk about autonomous vehicles. Self-driving cars have been a hot topic in the automotive world for years, and for good reason. Imagine a world where accidents are reduced, traffic flows more smoothly, and people with disabilities can drive independently. Now, self-driving cars are still in development, but significant progress is being made. Now, the benefits of self-driving cars go beyond convenience. They could save lives by eliminating human error, which is responsible for about 90% of accidents. These vehicles could also improve mobility for those who cannot drive, such as the elderly or visually impaired. Moreover, autonomous vehicles would free up drivers to be more productive, allowing them to work or relax during their commute. Of course, concerns about job displacement due to automation are valid and must be addressed through retraining and education. The rise of self-driving cars will undoubtedly impact employment, but it will also create new opportunities in fields like software engineering and data analytics. The future of driving is indeed autonomous, and we must embrace the change to create a safer, more inclusive and efficient transportation system. The automotive industry is constantly evolving, and the recent announcements from major manufacturers show that hydrogen fuel cell technology is gaining momentum. While challenges remain, the potential benefits of this technology are too significant to ignore. Whether you're an avid tech enthusiast or just curious about the future of transportation, it's essential to stay informed about these developments. As we move towards a more sustainable future, hydrogen fuel cell vehicles could play a crucial role in reducing emissions and improving air quality. By understanding the technology and its potential, we can better prepare for the changes ahead. Don't forget to join the conversation and share your thoughts on the future of driving. Your voice matters. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.